Sweetheart, you look a little tired. Why'd you have to kill my cat? Why'd I have to take you back? And time I play the empath. I don't know why. Some lights on in an empty pub, a toilet with the seat left up. It's closure like a deer in headlight. One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? So let's talk about what I want to do, cause all I want to do is turn back time at least a couple Tuesdays to before I found one life turned to. I said it last time, but I'm not afraid of empty rooms. I'm not afraid of new perfume, and in fact, my dear, I'm fucking terrified. One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? On the future, maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent?
I was like, what the fuck happened? It was up. Alright, hi, welcome. We basically fucking around in Genshin Impact today because I had no other plans. Wayward's not feeling the best. They're still in chat. But they just... Yeah. I also finally updated this bastard's weapon. So enjoy that shit. Hi. So yeah, also my co-op is open, so if you wanna come bully me in co-op, come be my guest. Because there actually is a shit ton of things I need to do. I'll say I'm probably gonna leave the music on for this one, which means sadly I cannot make a YouTube video out of it. Which is like exponentially sad. Also, please ignore all the random dots. I generally thought I was gonna piss them off. Weapons. I'm 100% certain I don't have a better bow for her. I don't. What do I need to enhance it? Domain not available yet. I'm pretty sure I can craft some of these. Because I need to upgrade all of their weapons. I also need to pull for like better weapons. I also thought today the banners. I thought the new update was coming out, so I was like really excited to play. That was not the case. Yeah, I have a thingy-mabobby from. I have a Singler one. I got that one from doing... I got that from doing Amiko's Ascension. Another level. God, I love that. I almost opened something on my dash. Hell yeah. And it's snowing again. It's been snowing on and off all day today. Just very funny. Because we keep making the joke that Persephone is sad. Also, yes, you can hear the church. I fucking have Bennett here, not Noelle. No, this is why I love just going in domains that are like way too goddamn easy for me.
Right now.
Just like, ah, yes. I can, in fact, just one-shot some of these creatures.
Right here, right now.
And it threw me in the higher one.
Useless.
Damn.
Born of ice and frost.
Shit, I forgot they do that.
Right here, emerge. Access denied.
Oh fuck, that's an Abyss Mage. Oh fuck, that's an Abyss Mage!
Right now, right here, right now. Yeah.
There we go. Tomorrow is the day my depression's cured comes, bitch. I have a story to tell you. Yesterday I was talking shit about Jean. Guess what? You got Jean! Did you lose your 50-50 to fucking Jean? Please, just hell. That's probably the wrong thing. I did not mean to click that. Okay, I don't care. The bitch heard me. I lost my 50-50. No! At least you're not like me who's lost 3 50-50s in a row. Because we don't talk about that. Have I talked about how I've never gotten a 5-star? But hey, I get guaranteed Venti Plus. I'm a whale, sweetie. I felt that. I honestly felt that. Fun fact, I have not actually gotten a 5-star off the standard banner. I've won 7 50s in a row. Haha, I'm on 1. I got Kokomi. Let's hope she keeps that energy for Venti. Like, a bitch, I really want Venti. Actually, fuck, I need to level up. I need to level up Mona, even though I don't fucking use her. I want to level her up for the, Kokomi ruined my streak, the bitch. Sometimes either Mahoyo is like, okay, here you go, we'll give you what you need. And other times they're like, no, just fuck you. Fuck. Cat. Hello, buddy. Alright. I'm stalking the side of buildings because I need the mushrooms. Speaking of said bitch. It's fucking Mona's. Well, not cooking me with Jean ruined my streak. Yeah. I actually have a Google Doc. So how did that Discord game go? It's actually, it was not the worst. Because it's not like 2 of them couldn't get in. So Alice can't play multi anymore. Because he got stuck on the quest that I did and it locks you out of co-op. So he's like, I'm not doing it. I was like, dude, I'm telling you, it is not painful. The painful part. I need fucking 10 of these. Shut up, you whore. Maybe lose my 50-50. I've got Mona twice just by losing 50-50s. Like, not standard banner. Just lost 50-50s. I will take a fucking Chi-Chi. Any spicy stuff? Oh, that game. I haven't played it. I haven't played it because funny thing about me is I don't play games very often unless it's for like streaming purposes. So honestly, don't know what happened. Just a wayward in them kept sending me TikToks, and they just hear the very just ox's scream. It just oh, hello. So yeah, I just fucking simped. That can honestly be no. Not a tomorrow because I'm pulling for Venti tomorrow. That could honestly be a Wednesday thing. Oh, I was like, does she only sell one? No. Alright, cool. God, I wish you would sell mushrooms. Yeah, no spicy stuff yet. Ah, my throat just died.
If it's useful,
I mean, I'll take it. I cannot have timed that well. Also, yes, we have Undertale music playing. I don't give a damn. If it's Undertale music, I can... If it's Undertale music, I can keep this... I can keep the music in... If no one gives two shit about me, then I see why they don't know. This kit is juicy. I'm pretty sure, like with Xiao, because he's finally getting his own kit. I'm pretty sure he also has his own coming out. But I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that. It's one of those. Yeah. But I might just pull Feriato just for the hell of it. Just to see how it goes. Actually, there's a lot in Springvale. I was right, it was Undertale music. My playlist is a mix of Undertale, Lovejoy, and just other artists that don't fucking strike me down. And of course I do have the occasional fuck it, aka Cave Town. It's a mix of Deltarune and Cave Town. Not Cave Town, it's a mix of Undertale and Deltarune music playing. Hi, buddy. Ah. This is why I don't fuck with this Sealy. This Sealy annoys me. Please, just go over there. But I heard some stuff. That is correct. But you want to know what else so they released? I'm showing this. I'm showing this. Hold up. Because this was funny as hell when I learned this. Where is it? Web capture? No. Sir? Sir? If you do not think I'm going to wail for this woman, you're fucking wrong. The speculation that she's a 5-star. And then I'm assuming she's also going to be a 5-star, but she also could be a 4-star, but yeah. Yeah. It's... Listen. Listen. I will take these two. Oh, she looks like ugly ass hair. Exact. Yeah, they go to the same barber. But listen, these two, I will take a C6. This bitch can suck dick. Ugly ass hair. Listen, I know she got the ugly ass hair, but she can also kill me. Cookie's 4-star. Okay, that's reasonable. The blue hair bitch is 5-star? Yeah. She's speculated to be a 5-star. Yeah, because she's a Hydra bow user. So she takes out Child. Oh, I was like, that's probably... See, I would love to upgrade the Statue of the Seven to max level. I just don't know where the fuck the last two are.
Why would anyone want...
I swear to God, that one in the water.
Forget it. It's not my concern.
Give me the golden bass. Maybe she's actually gonna juke. She's a bow user. Again, I don't understand why Child is a bow user. Why would they give someone as like who he is his worst weapon? Yeah, exactly. Or, you know, they can make a whole ass new weapon. Like, that'd be cool as hell. I like how I'm grabbing materials for people I don't even play as. My glasses are slipping. I don't know. This game sometimes confuses me and irritates me to no end. I do need to do Secret Hideout. Let me in. Oh! I put Bennett in instead. Fuck. I'm so used to having Noella. Noelle.
Right here.
Useless.
Oh, fuck.
Right now. Right here.
Why can I not move? Gonna be honest, for a hot second, I could not move. Bitch!
Right now. Emerge.
Also, why the fuck did I hear Hilly Troll? Why the fuck did he die? Give me all this shit. I got the 40 primos. Let me the fuck out. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna put dandelion seeds. Okay, wait. Oh, it's for special events. Yep. It's kind of sad I've not done this yet, like fully. I'm pretty sure I also did not finish the test runs.
Hello. Nice.
And then there's Shangling for the, Play the sky to never. Great. What? Hello? I'm just honestly excited for there to actually be like a new... Hey besties.
Right now.
Bye. What the fuck? Commission. Do I even want to know? Alright. I'm pretty sure I got... Yes. Oceanid or Oceanid. It's 28 degrees outside. What the fuck?
It is something of a luxury, but I love listening to the rain from the courtyard.
Alright, let's see. Will fucking Bennett be useless today?
An assassin from our homeland.
Hi.
Or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chingsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment.
Boring! Born of ice and frost, right here, right now. Emerge.
Fuck.
The power of water is its ability to take
Holy
any
shit. Oh, fuck the cranes.
No touching.
I hate these ones so much. Point and Sue.
Right here, right now. Get out of here! Out of the way!
That's gonna miss all of them. Nope, okay. Bitch.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
Oh shit. Okay, that's not the worst, but that's also not the best.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Oh, fuck the crabs. I don't know which ones I hate more. These ones.
Let's light it up!
Gonna be honest, I need to give Bennett a better weapon. Bennett's almost fucking dead.
Shoot! I can't afford any.
Shut up, Bennett.
Access denied. Let's light it up! This is my luck. No touching.
Back on the oops, I've killed Bennett so many times. Just purely by accident. Shit.
The water's strength
Shit.
fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Right now. Emerge.
Oh, fuck. It's just everyone I don't like. You know what? Save me some trouble.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Okay, cool. Ah! Alright, cool.
Get out of my way!
Cool.
Emerge.
Back onto why I use Noelle so much.
Born of ice and frost.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Okay, that's fine. This is honestly fine, yeah, because I have this is a whole 3 platform.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Alright, they're the boars. Not the fucking birds!
Emerge. Right here.
That reason in fucking Toa why I hate the birds.
Access denied.
I almost walked off.
As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Use original resin. Did it give me what? It only gave me fucking... Okay, but it gave me 2, which is not the worst. Okay. So 35 companion. Max HP. Kokomi will take this one. Damn. Why the fuck have I not... Huh? Why have I not done that? I also do need to go.
One step closer.
I did that literally just for the fucking hell of it.
I'm far from human. I can't make much of human emotions.
Bitch! Yes, the fuck you can. You just don't like to. Alright. I need to go fight the fucking Geo one. Let's go! Sorry, Bennett, you're going into retirement. Where is she? There she is.
Oh, how exciting!
She is like my main shield user until I get a better shield user. Oh, ironically, Flowey comes on. Like, for example, I should, if I was actually active while Zhongli was being, if I was active when Zhongli, when he was an optional banner, I would have pulled for him. But since that was when my depressive arc was here, I kind of said, fuck it. What the fuck is here? What is over here?
Right now. Right here.
Ah,
Born of ice and frost.
holy shit.
We're way behind schedule.
Alright, awesome.
All in a day's work. I'll catch up.
Damn. Alright.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Oh, I was like, I'm thinking there was actually gonna be something cool. Son of a bitch. Fuck off.
Emerge. Right here. I must leave no stone unturned.
Oh fuck you, you can get me my heals.
Steady as stone. No touching. Right now.
Ooh, I heard it.
There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
drinking a reward every now and then.
At least everyone has like some good fucking health now. I know I completely like went against my actual objective.
If it's useful, I'll take
You
it.
joking?
Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
Did he just go through? Ah!
No touching. Useless.
You're not even a part of this group. Fuck you. Okay, looks like you are now. Hey, buddy. Holy shit.
Access denied.
Bitch, fuck you.
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Useless.
I just fucking alt delete this man from existence.
There's quality.
Alright, back onto like the main objective. Oh, bestie, I'm not even gonna bother with you. Stop being me. I believe I bring you back. Not everyone's properly healed. I should do. Do I want to have to walk all the way back here? Do I? Yes. Because I keep fucking forgetting to cook. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I already did that. Okay. There just needs to be a day I need to just fully hunt down. You know what? No. That's what we're gonna do, Mara. I'm gonna pull for Venti, and then we're gonna hunt down his last two motherfucking things I need to make his statue 100%. Because Venti, you're killing me. Hello. Random sounds I'm hearing? No. We literally had a fucking pipe burst in my school today. And I'm not fucking kidding. So I do not have the full capacity today to just yell at people. Thank you, get the fuck out of my face. That would be cool, as I'm like looking at this and I want to blow it up. If you could honestly get like glass if you blew up certain things like that.
Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule.
They're literally gonna come back in like 3 days. No, I'm gonna leave and they're gonna come back. Alright, come here, I don't want you dead. You're gonna be very annoying because I cannot break your shields in time. I fucking forget that.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Fuck, 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 fuck. Gotta go. Shit. Actually. Come on. Damn. I've gotten so used to playing as, like... No, we're jumping over this one. I would rather have them all be like semi-damaged than spend my time. God damn it. Come on, make it in time. Oh, thank fuck. Now you dodged the bitch.
Right now, emerge. No touching.
Shit. Oh my god.
Right here. Right now. Right here. I must leave no stone unturned.
I don't give a shit if you're immune. You.
Born of ice and frost.
Aw, damn.
Show
I love the sound she makes. Ah, shit.
no
Also, her
touching.
turrets now make, like, slightly more. Damn. Alright, what are you gonna do? And he's gonna summon them. Oh, you son of a bitch. Fuck. Gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Oh my god, as Mettaton music just comes in. Mettaton. Mettaton. You know, I don't care. Yeah, no, I don't care. I'm killing the one he's on. I knew he fucking moved back.
I am a disgrace to the knights. Useless.
We're gonna be here longer. Fuck you. Oh shit, let's go! Fuck. Yep. Yep. Shit. Oh god, this is gonna be annoying because I can only break one at a time.
Useless.
You know what, since I learned I just need to break the one that you're on. Oh, that's why it's so dark in here. Oh shit. Excuse me, I was nowhere near that. The one that just decided today's the day. Where is it? Oh shit. I didn't realize it was all of them.
Useless.
Bunny hop time.
Useless.
Bitch, I'm gonna smite God. Spike the Archons because of your ass. You can't tell. But I'm so annoyed. Oh shit.
Boring. Useless.
Sometimes forget, like, when they don't have all their arms, they can literally just do that. I don't even care that that was full. Or that wasn't full. Shit. Oh, it's all of them are gonna go activate. Yeah, it should be in the clear. Yeah, I can't hit him. Oh, fuck you.
Next on the agenda. Forward. Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
It's gonna summon the goddamn towers. I'm gonna scream. Oh. You look at fucking that. I was about to say, it doesn't look like she does anything to them. No, I don't even care. Damn it! Oh,
Next on the
her thing wasn't
agenda.
pulling out in time. Nope, get your ass down here.
Useless.
Holy shit, that took too long. I don't care for that, frankly. Amino damage. Yeah, I frankly do not have enough care for that. But was that enough to... It's enough to ascend her. I'm not wasting all of them on her. Whoa. Oh shit, Barbic. I have to hit level 40. See, I don't want to do that. I can't ascend Sucrose. Which is what I should be doing. Because she's adorable. Yeah, like, I would gladly take her. Huh. Whoa, all it took was Noelle dying. Alright. Let's see. Hi. Hello?
Never had cool stories, doesn't make your heart beat. Used to love his mystery, now he's just exhausting. Another day spent just laying in his room, the stench of incense and some unlivered fish. And she
I don't give a shit anymore.
signed the one, and I'll be
Let's walk away with him.
his obsession with your face.
I didn't even realize she kicks her leg up. That's kind of okay.
Text message.
I can level these up. I need these. Fuck. Not available yet.
And when you hold his hands,
It doesn't feel like flying.
and when you take his breath away,
He might as well
So be dying.
and you're dying to breathe, you're trapped in his cage, and it's shrinking. And she
Hush, hush, son.
he just never leaves, or he doesn't get the message, and he doesn't hear my plea.
It's Hussy.
So she just started screaming.
Ooh, hello.
Just bore me to death.
Hello. Oh god. I have not seen this place like storming like this. This is creepy. That is not absolutely fucking terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. It's the fact that the lighting is also stopped by the thing, which is even more scary. Oh, there it is. I haven't actually looked at this in a while. Like, I do not fight Dvalin enough for this. Can you just give us a bunch of these?
But I can't say that I wasted my time.
Gotcha.
'Cause I'm built by you. And I can't say that that it is over. 'Cause that wouldn't
Be.
true. So thank you.
I mean, you still get good stuff out of this, but damn.
Oh, thank you.
So I feel like I'm missing. I was about to say, I feel like I'm missing mostly stuff from here, and I was right.
Why would anyone want... Get it. It's not my concern.
You don't know what other people want. One of them got hit.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I need to. Good, so you're in a hole. I love doing that with her. Oh damn it, I knew there was one around. Bada bing, bada boom, it's a good day. Oh, it's this place I saw. And I was like, what is this? Come on. Please, I genuinely just need 2 more. Oh shit.
Right here.
Hello, you do not see me about to fuck up your life.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Not one after a while, it's just I'm killing the same thing over and over again. I feel like it's around this area. I'm probably missing some shit.
We're way behind schedule.
Yes, I was missing the one that was here. That was like right up here. Because I was a dumbass.
We're way behind.
Oh, bestie, you just did the best goddamn thing for me. Get out of the tree. Hello, buddy. I back at a tree. Because of course, why would I not? I hate that I still don't have. I hate how like. I don't think I love how which island. I love how some Inazuma islands literally have more than this. I don't know. That's also a goal. But that's 100%. Tomorrow is a goal to 100% Venti statue with Venti. Even though the fucking bard drives me crazy. The little bastard deserves it. Oh, there's a Celia up there. Hey. Now you climb up it? Really? Now you climb up the goddamn thing? Wow.
Why would anyone want... Forget it.
No, tomorrow's stream is literally going to be me pulling for Venti. It's going to be me pulling for Venti, trying to find the last two, and then doing reputations with Venti. It's all things I don't need. Because again, with the exception of Nuella, I don't play Claymore characters. Bestie, did you not just witness your friend die in front of you? Bestie. How did you not notice your friend die right in front of you? Right. Is it somewhere around here that it's that rock pile? No, it's not. Possible rewards change daily. I have an utmost hatred for boars in this game. Oh, son of a bitch.
Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Alright, cool. still fucking hate abyss mages. Cool, Discord updated the terms of service. Yada yada yada. I do not have a care for in the world. Oh my god, I literally have a key to one more of those. Fuck. I was about to be like, why can I not see his health bar?
Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
What the hell was that?
Access denied.
The fuck, I forgot they come here. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh shit, that's... I didn't realize how close some of the nations are together. Like, you can... But see, my whole urge just to piss off Paimon. And just like go to the area we're not supposed to go to. I mean, it just adds some nice spice. Yeah, because you can see the J Chamber. Ningguang really got her wish that all nations would be able to see the J Chamber, because you can also see it from Inazuma. Which is fascinating as hell. Paimon, don't throw me off the mountain like you've done before. Yeah, because you can see the J Chamber from over there. Which I think is hella interesting.
Reduced to just standing around.
Shut up!
How absurd.
Because it's pretty funny, because then you could honestly just like go from here and be like, hi. Welcome. Oh god, there's two. That's a chest. Hold up, I want that chest. Yeah, I know I got the one here. But I want this chest. You freeze me.
Put your back into it, Flash Frost.
Right here.
Time to fulfill my duties. Time for a flash.
Oh, Busty. Bestie. You fucked up.
Now, emerge.
This should be fun.
Oh god. Alright, cool.
No touching.
Cooked food. Disgusting.
There's a chest over there. I don't like how it's a lone chest.
Beautiful
But,
treasures
there's
are
a chest
cause for
there.
Great happiness.
Actually, isn't there achievement to die to a boar?
This is long overdue.
Whoops. That doesn't even help for them because it's too high up. Yeah, that was just honestly 100% misclick. Damn. Yeah, holy shit, it's literally... Huh. Holy shit, that worked. Oh, I popped another one. Yeah, I was about to say, that's not gonna... I need to hit it, like, near the bridge. Gotten you the bridge, bestie. Heck yeah. Oh, since I'm right here, I might as well.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
That was a smooth ass transition. Just gonna take out my frustration on this poor goddamn now. Forgive me. Huh. I did not realize that like they both met at the Dawn Winery. I would have never taken that into account. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to aim near it. I didn't mean to snipe it. All right. Damn, I forgot that says. Things don't like to do that. There's none in Mondstadt I need to worry
We're way
about.
behind schedule.
I was about to say that's a pretty nice ass number I'm looking at. That's a Fatui bitch.
The more, the merrier. Right here. Right now. Right here. Blink.
About to say, I don't know who I hate more.
Over here. Access denied.
Hold this.
Myself a little.
Hold that.
Resistance. Shine. No longer.
Yeah, give me that. I'm pretty sure Bennett's still dead. So we're gonna bring out Amber.
At the ready.
How the fuck did I?
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
What?
Understood.
I want to bring out Ningguang. Because I don't mess with her enough. For me to enjoy her enough. What? Oh, I don't want to be here. Again, she's pretty. She gets pretty privilege. We need to get 2 of those. My goal is at least to get everyone who I relatively use. To at least a good level. Or like levels that I'm okay with having them be at. Beto I need to bring up because I know she's a good shield. You can also probably tell I removed everyone's artifacts. Unless you're like Sucrose. Who like I will actually use for other things. Or Jean. But yeah. Barely anyone has artifacts on them anymore. I'm pretty sure Ningguang also doesn't have her artifacts. It looks like she's straight up just like chucking. Just like pure, just hatred towards you. That's territory we cannot go to. Whoa. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she honestly deserves to brought out more. Like I just need to make a designated team where I just take them out. Let's see how much standard damage he just does at 20. Oh, not a lot! Not compared to everyone else. Give me the goddamn chest.
There's quality here.
I did not just get sniped out of the goddamn sky. Again, that's not very good.
Born of ice and frost.
Oh god, I fucking forget. This is like...
Next on the agenda.
Fuck. Oh fuck, and I... Okay. Please tell me that's all that's near. Cool, you all are now fighting Ganyu and primarily...
Right here. Emerge.
God damn. What weapon does Ningguang have? I feel so bad for her. Damn. No, Gladiator goes to... Actually, this Gladiator set is probably gonna go to... Is honestly either gonna go to Raiden or Yujin. Cause no one else, yeah, cause she's like, she's the second person I usually bring out for when I don't want to use Shao. She has her healing kit. This one uses a fucking catalyst. I mean, I could give it to Jean, but also, she also, I'm pretty sure, has... Oh, I need to change her thing, Traveling Doctor. I need to get more healing for her.